And I asked John last night, I said, John, why are you flying STOL? And he says, because it's the most fun flying I have ever done. He takes this airplane in the backcountry with his dog Dakota. He uses it for everything from hunting to camping to fishing and everything else. She is known to be very aggressive. She's got her program, her process nailed down. You'll watch the flaps come down early because she doesn't want to be bothered with it. So she takes it down almost all the notches, then one final notch for the rotation. Fantastic takeoff there from Tegan. Little modifications you can make. These are such fantastic aircraft that if you're out there in the wild, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw this one landing on your favorite grass airstrip.
Still working to get her off there. That's a longer takeoff for Lance. Jughead was very clear. He wanted me to point out that what you're seeing.
Ooh, beautiful.
And a scratch for John Council on the first run. That would have been a nice one to drop the gauntlet. He had a takeoff score of 169 feet. She does. Holding it off. A little burst of power. Holding it off. Nice. Good over the line for Tegan. Has that yoke fullback elevator straight up to help keep that tail down. Head of John Council because they'll have a score on the board. Good over the line for Lance.
Beautiful landing. Nice and soft. That's kind of what you want to do on a soft field.
I'll put that on. They've been bribing everyone to come with packaged meat sticks. Here's John Council now on the rolls. Tail up, tail down, and he is off short, Corey. There she goes.
All right. Beautiful. Oh. Wow, that was right about where John took off. A big improvement from her first takeoff
this weekend. And Tegan LaPointe with a 100-foot takeoff that round. Wow. Here's Lance now. Got that tail nice and high.
Very aggressive. Reminds me of our good friend Jeff Pohl. The elevator is definitely moving. Between that and the power and the rudder, perfect landing from John Council.
And look how short we just got from Jughead.
He puts this down. This could be trouble for John Council, and she looks like to be set up for a perfect one here.
Good over the line, that tail nice and low. Heavy on the brakes, Tegan, hold it.
Comes in for his landing. Beautiful approach, greased it in.
Line judge isn't sure. It's gonna have to go to review, saying maybe a scratch.
Explain the scratch. Now imagine that runway is a sandbar in the wild, and Lance just set down in the water. Well, that's not desirable because it's so much fun. Here we go, getting up on the power. Get it, Lance.
Getting that tail up. He's doing a really good job of taking a big bite. John now coming in, holding it off with throttle. Oh, with a scratch, but that's okay. He's got a good lead. And
dragging it in with a little power. Look at how much control input's being required on that elevator control. Fantastic landing. Really working.
Getting it stopped, keeping that to it. Good over the line this time.
Fantastic landing, sub 200 feet.
Scores, whew, all right, in fourth place, Lance Hosch, combined score of 479, way up in front of him. Alan Hewitt, 216, a handful of feet ahead of Alan. Tegan LaPointe, she's got 208, and John Jughead Council with a best run. It's going to be heartbreak for Tegan with a best run of 202